We train our students as if they were going to run on us or our families.
I get to be a part of the next generation of EMS first responders, and that means a lot to me.
We produce paramedics that are going to make a difference in somebody's lives.
At Maricopa Community Colleges, we're proud to be one of the leading emergency medical training providers in the state of Arizona.
Our programs are some of the best in the nation. If you look at our programs, we are ranked nationwide as a community college.
We're not a cookie cutter program. We're not somebody that's just looking at numbers and final results of how many EMTs and how many paramedics we can put out makes us a successful program. It's not what we're looking at. What makes us a successful program is putting out competent, prepared, ready to work EMTs and paramedics.
It's an amazing place to work. We run lots of different simulations. We put the students through every possible scenario that they can think through.
I get to see these students coming in on day one and they're chasing their dreams, whether it's getting the hospital, getting the fire service, and to see them go through EMT, go through paramedic, I get to play a big role in that as a mentor.
One of the things that makes our program unique is we try and have fun and make a challenging program as lighthearted and as fun as can be. We call it vibing, just having a good positive vibe.
Our philosophy is we need to be able to, one, stay cutting edge. So any new technology, new equipment, we find a way, we get that, but we also work with our community partners and the industry to see what are they using out in the field.
We are pushing the boundaries of technology, and we are incorporating new technologies every day with our students.
We are transporting 52-year-old male with chest pain to Banner Center.
I like the responsibility of molding the next generation of paramedics.
I love to teach. I get up in the morning and I'm in the gym and I'm already thinking about what I want to bring to the students.
I always would used to say that the fire department's the best job in the world until I got here.
When you see a student finally understand a topic or have that light bulb moment, that means everything to me as an educator.
It's a very welcoming, it's a very rewarding career path, and you wouldn't go wrong by coming and joining our team.